Stay tuned after the fantastic 2-0 win versus Napoli in home comforts of the Emirates. I give you two different lineups for away days at Watford and Napoli. Hi everyone, welcome in. Thanks for watching. Pull up a chair. After the fantastic victory over Napoli, which I predicted we would have a good reaction from the Everton game, so it came to pass. Fantastic performances from Torreira in particular, who for many was man of the match, and he's returning back to the form of earlier in the season. Seems that three match ban that he incurred against Tottenham and Danny Rose is working to our favour. He's had a rest. He looked frankly a bit tired over the Christmas period. He's had a rest and he's ready to go again. And I think we're going to get the best out of Torreira till the end of the season. Hopefully the bigger clubs won't come sniffing around looking for him. Other great performances last night. Ramsey, Koscielny, both players who have returned from injuries and are showing their true worth to Arsenal. Ramsey in particular, when he could down tools, he's coming back to form, scoring vital goals for us. Newcastle at home, Spurs away, and now last night. Also, Ozil played really well in this game. Koscielny is back. He's a true warrior, and we're going to need him moving forward in this next week. But I'll get onto that shortly. Fantastic goal to open the scoring versus Napoli. Ramsey intercepting a ball in midfield, and a great bit of interplay where he passes the ball to Ozil. Ozil does a shuffle, comes inside, passes it back to Ramsey, 1-2, and then Ozil plays it out wide. The ball comes into the box for Ainsley Maitland-Niles, who does a swivel and plays it perfectly into the path of Ramsey, who has continued his run into the box ahead of the midfielder who should be tracking him, and he slides it perfectly into the corner of the net. Absolutely great goal, and I think Ramsey is enjoying his love affair with the Arsenal supporters, and he's enjoying these last few months of his time of being an Arsenal player. Also, he has to be motivated playing against a Italian team and showcasing his talents versus Napoli, and we are going to need him next week. So, but I'll get into that in a minute. Torreira scoring also a wonderful goal, taking a pot shot from outside the box, which was unheard of in the Wenger era. And anything can happen. This is what happens if you take shots. The ball deflected off Koulibaly. Well, let's not take anything away from Torreira's drive and determination. And we take a 2-0 lead to Napoli. Yes, we could have increased that lead, but in some ways a 2-0 lead is a very decent lead, but also a dangerous lead, and the players should know that this kind of 2-0 lead is like a wake-up lead, and I'll explain that. If we do lose a goal out in Napoli to start the game next week, then that will be a wake-up call. So we will still have that goal cushion if we start off conceding a goal, which is very likely in our away days. But moving forward, this was a great week for us in turning around a very bad result at Everton. One of these results pop up from time to time. I do believe that we were hedging our squad a little bit in favor of this Napoli game, and the coach got it right in that respect. Unfortunately, we lost at Everton, but we are hoping that we can turn things around in that respect. Now, if we have a game on Monday, and if results go to what you may think in terms of Manchester United and Tottenham both winning, they play Huddersfield and West Ham respectively, and Chelsea possibly could lose to Liverpool. With all of those results happening Saturday and Sunday, we will probably be in sixth position, making a win at Watford very, very important. If we do win at Watford, we will be back in fourth place. Nothing less than a win will do in terms of our league chances. If we don't win at Watford, all of our eggs will be in the Europa League basket, and that's not something we want to do. We want to continue fighting on both fronts deep into April and into, if possible, into May as well, to be involved in both competitions. Would be great for first season for Emery. We are looking at possibly winning the Europa League as well, which would be a fantastic debut season for the whole squad and for Unai Emery himself. So to get to the lineups that I've kind of laid out two squads here with minimal rotation. The only players that will possibly be playing both games against Watford and Napoli next week should be, in my opinion, Koscielny, Monreal, Xhaka, and Torreira. Now, Torreira has had a good rest. We will need to help Koscielny through the Monday game and the Thursday game. Hopefully we can be in positions where we can substitute him or just have an easy enough game. But Watford away from home is not easy. And here's the lineup that I have for Watford. I would play a 4-3-3. Now, Leno will be back. He's the Premier League goalkeeper. And back four. So it's going to be a 4-3-3. Ainsley, Maitland-Niles, Mustafi, Koscielny, Monreal. I'd play three in the middle of Xhaka, Guendouzi, and Torreira. And then three forwards, Mkhitaryan, Iwobi, and Aubameyang. For the Napoli game, I would play a 3-5-2, which could easily become a 3-4-1-2. Obviously, Czech would be rotated in. So Leno and Czech would each get a game in the coming week. Then the three at the back would be Socrates, who will be back for us because he is suspended for the Watford game. Koscielny will be playing his second game, and Monreal will be playing his second game as well. Those three at the back. Our wing backs will be Kolasinac, who will be brought in. Kolasinac will be fresh. Ainsley, Maitland-Niles, and then the midfield, 5 or 4 would be Xhaka, Ramsey, and Torreira, combined with Ainsley, Maitland-Niles, and Koscielny. Ramsey will need to be rested for the Watford game. He just simply can't play 3 games in a week. Torreira will be fresh for reasons that I mentioned already. I would bring Ozil into the number 10 spot to control the tempo of the game in Napoli away from home. It's going to be very important to control the tempo. I feel like we're going to try and take the sting out of the game. And I would play Lacazette up front and to hold up the ball also. So this Napoli team that I picked is a team that could be for ball retention and holding on to the ball. So the players are obviously, as I said already, players starting both games would be Koscielny, Monreal, Xhaka, and Torreira. That's it. We need to solve our away day problems. That Watford team, the team to play Watford, is not a bad one. We have pace in the side with Iwobi, Mkhitaryan, and Aubameyang, and we should be able to hit them on the break and soak up the pressure with back four, and 3 in midfield of Xhaka, Guendouzi, and Torreira. Similarly, the Napoli game is designed. The Napoli team, the Napoli lineup is designed to hold on to the ball, which we will need to do. So that's my predicted two lineups with minimal rotation, because this month is going to bring a lot of games, and we need to rotate our squad accordingly. And these two teams will be competitive and be effective. We will probably know in this next week, with two away games and our record not being so good away from home. But I have predicted that we can beat Watford away from home, and I feel that we can at least get a draw in Napoli. So that means that we will be in fourth place and moving in on to the semi-final of the Europa League, and our season continues. It's reaching boiling point now, with the games ticking down as we go closer and closer to the end of the season. It has been a very, very interesting season, one filled with ups and downs, but has not been so bad, such as a Moisey type situation. But that's all I've got to say for now. We will be having a Sunday show. Join us for that on Sunday, where we discuss the Watford game and the Napoli game, past and future. So keep watching.